너와 있을 땐 내게 신기한 변화가 있는데 자꾸 미소 짓게 돼. 아무 일도 없는데 자꾸 마법에 걸려. 밤을 새도 안 졸려. 다른 생각 지워져. 심장 소리는 커져. 사랑이 참 쉬워져. 그래서 빠지고 빠져 점점 너에게. That's what you do to me. 나는 alcohol free 근데 취해. 마신 게 하나도 없는데 너와 있을 때마다 이래. 날 보는 네 눈빛 때문에. 너는 눈으로 마시는 날 champagne 난 wine 내 tequila margarita mojito with lime sweet mimosa pina colada. I'm drunk in you. I'm drunk in you. 너는 정말 특별해. 전혀 독하지 않은데 yeah. 낮에 별이 뜨게 해. 한 모금 마셨는데 자꾸 마법에 걸려. 밤을 새도 안 졸려. 다른 생각 지워져. 심장 소리는 커져. 사랑이 참 쉬워져. 그래서 빠지고 빠져 점점 너에게. That's what you do to me. 나는 alcohol free 근데 취해. 마신 게 하나도 없는데 너와 있을 때마다 이래. 내 보는 네 눈빛 때문에. Yo, 알코올 도수는 완전 0.0. 근데 마실 때마다 자꾸 길에 잃어. 자고 일어나도 깨지가 않아. 근데 이 기분 싫지가 않아. It's to the mouth and pop me like a drink made of honey. 이슬리는 만 도대체 뭐니. Makes the whole world bright as sunday. 나는 alcohol free 근데 취해. 마신 게 하나도 없는데 너와 있을 때마다 이래. 날 보는 네 눈빛 때문에. 너는 눈으로 마시는 날 champagne 난 wine 내 tequila margarita mojito with lime sweet mimosa pina colada. I'm drunk in you. I'm drunk in you.
Try and restream out here again. Can't really tell if the chat doesn't seem to be crashing, at least so far. I don't know, man. Like I have really bad luck when it comes to this fucking streaming bullshit, I tell you. Let's see, what can we we'll look at this here and see.
60 minutes overtime.
This spring, we introduced you to Fury, a jet with no cockpit and no pilot, built by the defense tech startup Anduril. Now, this futuristic fighter has taken a very real step forward, its first test flight. This is the moment Anduril's unmanned jet Fury left the runway for the first time. Anduril calls Fury semi-autonomous and says it isn't piloted remotely. Instead, it operates by itself, carrying out mission plans and adjusting its flight without human input. It returns to land when commanded, and the whole time a person monitors its actions rather than directly flying it. Fury is a collaborative combat aircraft, or CCA. It's powered by artificial intelligence to operate together with fighter jets that have pilots.
This system is designed to use software to autonomously control it and work with a manned quarterback sitting in a fighter jet alongside it, sitting in an F-35 or something like that.
Brian Schimpf is the CEO and co-founder of Anduril.
These are first and foremost about protecting pilots' lives. These fly out ahead of manned fighters, and they're able to find the enemy first, be able to engage the enemy well before a manned fighter has to be seen or is in range. So these are really about providing that deterrence by putting systems well out in front of manned fighters.
Anduril told us Fury has a kill switch that allows a human operator to abort a mission by hitting a button. Fury also requires a person to approve lethal actions like firing missiles. Anduril says Fury's completed a successful test flight controlling its own throttle, altitude, and navigation under supervision from the ground.
Shep, I
It's a
gave you the
milestone
link.
the company reached in
Didn't I?
just over
Let me see.
18 months from concept to flight. The Pentagon selected Anduril as one of 2 companies to create a CCA, choosing it over a number of prime defense
Goddamn, hold on, I'll
contractors.
give you the link.
Whether or not the Air Force chooses to go with Anduril, the company says its Fury jets will be mass-produced in the United States, possibly for a lot less money than a traditional fighter jet.
The goal of these systems is to be mass producible, and we tried to eliminate really every bottleneck we could find around what makes an aircraft hard to produce. So really simple things that we've been able to do are design the landing gear, for example, instead of using very exquisite
go,
big
see if you can get
aircraft
on.
landing gear, which are hard to produce,
Yeah, take
really
your
limited
time.
supply. We designed it so it can be built in any machine shop in America. Instead of using a military engine, we've been able to use a commercial business jet engine that are mass produced and readily available. And we've designed nearly every part of this that can be made in hundreds of different places within the US from lots of different suppliers.
Anduril isn't the only unmanned jet in the air. General Atomics, best known for drones like the MQ-9 Reaper, has also flown its own entry into the Air Force's
Yeah, they make
Collaborative
the
Combat
Predator
Aircraft
drones.
program. Its jet,
Local Hawk.
called the YFQ-42A, completed its first flight this August, another sign that the Air Force's plan for autonomous wingmen is accelerating fast. But Anduril founder Palmer Luckey says his company doesn't have its sights set on General Atomics.
I think we're racing against China. We talk about this all the time internally. Like, our adversary is not other defense contractors. It's hostile foreign powers that are fundamentally misaligned with the American way of life, who
No,
are trying
actually,
to
it's
achieve
both.
massive economic and military overmatch and destroy our economy, destroy our military, and destroy our ability to influence people around the world.
What do we know about China's capabilities? Do they have some version of the Fury?
I think this is a discussion that is not appropriate for national television, unfortunately. But I will say this. We have a pretty good idea of what they're up to, and it is not going to be easy to match. We are up against a very competent, very credible adversary that in
they just
a lot
steal
of
your
serious
shit,
ways
use it against you.
has a big advantages that we do not have.
We asked Palmer Luckey about moral considerations. What does warfare look like when there are lethal autonomous weapons?
It's a scary idea to some people.
It's a scary idea, but I mean, that's the world we live in. I'd say it's a lot scarier, for example, to imagine a weapon system that doesn't have any level of intelligence at all. There's no moral high
I just seen a thing about this
You
guy.
can't tell the difference between a school bus full of
Hold on,
children
let
and
you
Russian
talk.
armor. It's not a question
It's
between
working.
smart weapons and no weapons. It's a question between smart weapons and dumb weapons.
Is he creepy or what?
I don't know what to make of this, but we'll see how it pans out, I guess.
Well, that shit's pretty wild, man. I was just watching a thing all about that. And you know and I know, pretty soon the planes are going to be too much for the people to handle, right?
No, it's going to be all just drones. That's going to be the future.
Yeah, well, people can't take those
Visual
G-forces.
aircraft
Yep.
And pretty soon we're gonna be out of
programs
the
ever
loop.
to draw funds from Pentagon coffers without
What are you saying?
actually reaching service.
Pretty soon we're going to be out of the loop.
Carrier-capable versions of Air Force fighters like the F-22, F-15, and F-16 to borderline insane concepts like the VC-9 Avro car. Now this week, we're going
I
to
remember that.
20 more
Remember
crazy
that?
aircraft programs that didn't make it into production. But these ones will be even lesser known, even more unusual, and in many cases, even more groundbreaking. So let's dive into part 2 of the craziest aircraft America ever almost bought, Iceberg. I'm Alex Hollings, and this is an Air Power Iceberg video. Now, if you find yourself wondering just what in the heck an iceberg video is, it's based on an academic metaphor that likens
Oh,
the
God.
understanding of a topic to an iceberg, with the most commonly understood and its most recent successor, the AC-130J Ghost Rider. Now, Boeing's patents indicate a number of cannon mounting methods and even a number of
Oh, the
different
chat's
types
not
and
crashing
sizes
so
of
far.
weapons, giving the concept
Yeah.
a pretty broad utilitarian appeal. Now, America, and especially its special operations units, currently rely on C-130-based gunships that, while able to deliver a massive amount of firepower on target, still max out at less than half the speed you could achieve with a B-1B-based gunship. The Lancer's heavy payload capabilities and large fuel stores would also allow it to both cover a great deal of ground in a hurry, but also to loiter over a battle space, delivering precision munition and cannon fire managed by a modular weapon control system. While these patents did indicate Boeing's interest in prolonging the life of the venerable Lancer, there's been no progress toward pursuing this unusual design, and the B-1B is slated to be retired in favor of the forthcoming B-21 Raider. All right, now let's go even deeper to level 3, where the water is getting murky, and
Oh,
we'll start
God.
with the
See, cringe?
315B U-2 design. When U-2 designer Kelly Johnson first approached the U.S. Air Force with his CL-282 design that would culminate in the U-2 Dragon Lady as we know it today, he was dismissed outright by the legendary commander of Strategic Air Command and the engineer behind America's strategic bombing campaigns in the Pacific theater of World War II, bombs away Curtis LeMay. And true to his reputation, LeMay reportedly told Lockheed's team that he had no interest in an airplane, quote, without wheels or guns. Now, Lockheed seemed to take that criticism to heart, and while they didn't change out the landing gear or add any guns to the U-2, they did take a crack at adding missiles. Dubbed the
Holy
315B design, this new iteration of the U-2 would come with a second crew station, not unlike the two-seater U-2 training aircraft that Lockheed already had in production. That second crew member would serve as a sort of radar intercept officer, similar to the backseater in operational Navy fighters of the day, like the F-14 Tomcat, and fighters in service today like the F-15E Strike Eagle. Having a second seat effectively splits the cognitive load required to operate it in combat. In other words, the pilot can focus specifically on flying the aircraft while the person in the backseat manages communications, tracks friendly and enemy positions, helps to navigate, and importantly, in the case of the 315B U-2, operates the onboard weapon systems and defensive countermeasures. And while several iterations of the U-2 did successfully operate off of aircraft carriers over the years, this concept never made it to fruition. Up next, another carrier concept, the F-117N Seahawk. In 1993, 4 years after the U.S. Air Force first unveiled the Nighthawk to the world, Lockheed approached the U.S. Navy with a proposal for a carrier-based iteration of this famed stealth fighter, even though, it wasn't a fighter at all. This new F-117N would be a low observable or stealth all-weather strike aircraft, and at the time it seemed like the logical progression for America's air power. Seemingly aware, however, that the operational F-117 was not the most capable combat aircraft, Lockheed's new pitch offered a drastically
Too slow.
improved
That's the
iteration
problem.
of the platform, complete with double the internal
slow.
payload capacity of the
We
existing
needed a bigger engine.
The fucking thing can only go 500 miles an hour.
Well, no wonder they
I'm just
dipped on it.
Yeah, that's why they had to use them sparingly, because that's why that one got shot down. It couldn't get away.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
I was wondering why it got hit.
Well, it was in a valley where they had it set up, but if it was an F-18 or something,
Well, you know what the guy did too that hit it? He shut off his radar and then turned it back on. And shot a shot, turned off the radar and then turned it back on and it caught him. You know what I mean? It was like a fluke, a 1 in a million chance.
Yeah, but they're just it's just too slow. That's the problem. I don't know. I mean, I can't get into it.
Yeah, I
But
know.
it's
Nighthawk.
just
But that's
the
what I
wings
heard. I
would
heard
be
that
given
that
a
guy did a
42-degree
lucky ass
sweep
shot.
rather than the Nighthawk's 50 degrees, and would extend out 50% further for a 64-foot wingspan. At the tail of the aircraft, additional horizontal ailerons were added to make it more manageable at the low speeds required for carrier landings. Not satisfied with the Nighthawk's top speed of right around a subsonic 680 miles per hour,
You were
Lockheed
close.
looked to the more powerful F-414
no,
engines that would
it
later
doesn't
find a
go
home
that.
in the Super Hornet. Now, these afterburning turbofans built by GE produce 13,000 pounds of thrust dry and as much as 22,000 pounds of thrust under afterburner. And again, importantly, the original Nighthawk did not have afterburners. Using a pair of these engines in the Seahawk would have made it significantly faster than its Air Force sibling, and potentially could have pushed it all the way to supersonic flight. In fact, the F-117N Seahawk would have been more a stealth fighter than the Nighthawk ever was if it had gone into service. Then we have the NB-36 Crusader. Now, the NB-36 was an experimental nuclear-powered B-36 strategic bomber that actually flew with a functioning nuclear reactor on board.
Damn.
The bomber carried a 1-megawatt air-cooled nuclear reactor that was hung on a hook inside its cavernous weapons bay that had to be lowered through the bomb bay doors into shielded underground facilities for storage in between test flights. Believe it or not, it actually only gets crazier from there. In theory, a nuclear-powered bomber could literally stay airborne for weeks at a time, if not longer, and could reach any target on the planet without the need to land or even to refuel. The reactor would power 4 GE J-47 nuclear-converted piston engines, generating 3,800 horsepower, which were then augmented by 4 additional 23.13 kilonewton turbojet engines that produced 5,200 pounds of thrust. The HTRE-3 nuclear propulsion system was a direct cycle system that pulled air into the compressor of the turbojet and through a plenum and intake that led to the core of the reactor where the air served as coolant. From there, that superheated air would travel into another plenum that led to the turbine section of the engine before exiting as exhaust out the back. But ultimately, sticking a nuclear reactor into the B-36 Peacemaker just was never practical enough to find its way into service.
Too big.
Up next is the EPX,
That's like the nuclear car
a
Ford tried to
variation
make.
on the U-2. After multiple successful efforts to fly the U-2 spy plane from aircraft carriers, the U.S. Navy set out to develop a version of the platform that was uniquely suited for carrier duty, starting in 1974. A new nose section was added to house an X-band phased array AN/APS-116 radar. Equipment pods on the leading edges of the wing were also added. On the left side, the pod housed a return beam Vidicon camera that could produce high-fidelity images without the need for film, a pretty big deal at the time. The pod on the other wing housed an AN/ALQ-110 radar signal tracker that was linked to another camera. Inside the aircraft's payload bay, a suite of electronics were added, including an actual data link that would allow the U-2 to send radar data back to the aircraft carrier, ground-based installations, or any other ships with line of sight in almost real time. A Navy variant U-2 carrying these systems represented a big leap forward in maritime surveillance for American carriers, but by then, aircraft were not the only way to keep tabs on a large swath of the ocean. The Navy dubbed this heavily modified U-2R the EPX, but even the added capability of this new platform was not enough to outpace rapidly advancing satellite technology. Then, for the third time in just a decade, the U-2 had proven that it could operate aboard American aircraft carriers, but was still deemed too impractical for continued use. Now we have another 747 variation, the 747 AAC. Now, the 747 has proven itself to be an extremely capable aircraft for a wide variety of applications, so it seemed logical when, in the 1970s, the U.S. Air Force began experimenting with the idea of converting these large aircraft into flying aircraft carriers full of, quote, parasite fighters that could be deployed and even recovered in midair. Now, initial plans called for using massive cargo aircraft like Lockheed's C-5 Galaxy, but as Boeing pointed out at the time, the 747 actually offered better range and endurance while flying with a full payload. According to Boeing's proposal, the 747 could be properly equipped to carry as much as 883,000 pounds. Boeing's 60-page proposal discusses the ways such a program could be executed, but lagging questions remained regarding the fuel range of a 747 carrying such a heavy payload and about how the fighters would fare in a combat environment. Previous flying aircraft carrier concepts consistently showed that the immense turbulence from large aircraft and their jet engines made it really tough to manage the fighters that they would drop, especially as they attempted to return to the aircraft after a mission. And ultimately, mid-flight refueling just made flying aircraft carriers sort of a unnecessary concept. Up next is the X-44 Manta. Way back in 1999, Lockheed Martin had a plan to field a delta-shaped stealth fighter that skipped the need for a conventional tail in the F-22-based X-44 Manta. Instead of using a conventional tail section with both vertical and horizontal stabilizers, the Manta aimed to leverage thrust vector control, or directing the flow of the engine's thrust somewhat independent of the aircraft to give it the aerobatic capabilities that it would need in a dogfight. After decades of rapid fighter development, some things had just come to be considered standard fare for capable tactical aircraft. Things like a conventional tail section with those vertical and horizontal surfaces. With no tail section, the aircraft's radar return would be dramatically reduced, creating an even stealthier fighter than America's highly capable F-22. And while the X-44 all but certainly informed Lockheed's NGAD pitch, it was ultimately beat out by Boeing to get that F-47 contract. Next is the X-24C. The X-24C was part of an effort to field hypersonic research aircraft beginning in the late 1960s. Taking on the role of lead contractor, Lockheed worked side by side with the Air Force's National Hypersonic Flight Research Facility and NASA to develop and field 2 hypersonic test aircraft, with each vehicle slated for 100 flights. The decision was made to equip this new L-301 program's aircraft, unofficially dubbed the X-24C, with the new LR-105 rocket engine found at the time in the Atlas series of rockets. The LR-105 would launch and accelerate the X-24C to hypersonic speeds, not unlike the rocket engine in the X-15. From there, a second, hydrogen-fueled, air-breathing dual-mode scramjet mounted on its belly would take over. That scramjet engine would propel the X-24C at sustained speeds in excess of Mach 6, reaching intended peak speeds that were higher than Mach 8, or more than 6,130 miles per hour. The aircraft itself resembled the lifting body design leveraged by the Martin Marietta X-24A and B programs that tested unpowered re-entry flight characteristics, but ultimately the X-24C never got to see hypersonic speeds itself. Now let's get even deeper, down to level 2, or deep waters, and we'll start with the F-16 SFW. In the early 1980s, the team behind America's legendary F-16 Fighting Falcon had plans to literally reverse its wing design by adding forward-swept wings to the multifaceted fighter.
Yeah,
the goal was not to put an exotic new design
Did it work out well for them?
But rather to create a platform that the Defense Advanced
that
Research
blows my mind
Projects
how they
Agency,
take our
or
shit
DARPA,
that we
could use
reject
to
and they
assess
try
just
to
how
blow it up. You know
viable
what I mean?
this unstable approach to wing design
China does
could
that
be
shit too.
for modern supersonic fighters. Now, the effort would ultimately result in the unusual-looking Grumman X-29 winning DARPA's contract and securing funds for 2 fully functional prototypes, but not before General Dynamics took a crack at making their own broadly capable F-16 fit the bill. Of course, as we know, forward-swept wings just never quite took off. And then we have Lockheed's XFV. In June of 1951, Lockheed was awarded a Navy contract to build the XF-V1, a prototype fighter with traditional wings, a massive reinforced X-shaped tail, and a 5,850 horsepower turboprop engine, spinning a pair of three-bladed contra-rotating propellers that made the aircraft look like the bastard child of a helicopter and a prop-driven fighter. Most unusual of all, this aircraft was designed to take off and land from its tail, with its nose pointed straight up in the air. Unfortunately, that Allison YT-40A6 turboprop engine installed in that prototype was just not powerful enough to manage actual vertical takeoffs and landings. Instead, Lockheed used to plan the forthcoming and more powerful Allison T-54, which would pump out 7,100 horsepower, but issues with that engine's development meant the XFV's desperately needed power plant would never arrive, and the program was scuttled from there. Up next is the GR-B-36F. Now, the Convair B-36 Peacemaker was, in truth, a crazy airplane in itself. With a 230-foot wingspan, it dwarfed even the B-52 Stratofortress while in service. The aircraft was designed to carry nuclear payloads from the United States to Germany and back without needing to land, but its heavy payload capabilities and long range also made it a natural choice for the Air Force's FICON, or Fighter Conveyor Program, which is military speak for a flying aircraft carrier. Now, the premise saw the B-36 carrying fighters internally to effectively extend their operational ranges, deploying them via a lowering boom where they could serve as protection for the bomber, reconnaissance assets, or execute offensive operations on their own before ultimately returning to the B-36 for recovery. Now, the Air Force ultimately did away with the concept of airborne aircraft carriers thanks to the advent of mid-flight refueling, which dramatically increased the operational range of all varieties of aircraft and made the flying aircraft carrier concept a much less cost-effective solution. Then we have Convair's XFY. Convair's take on the tail-sitting vertical takeoff and landing premise shared a number of similarities with Lockheed's XFV.
What would that help with?
Like Lockheed's proposal, Convair's XFY Pogo was designed to sit upright on its tail so it could leverage its pair of three-bladed contra-rotating propellers to take off like a helicopter. Then, once in the air, the aircraft would reorient itself to fly forward like a traditional prop-driven plane. Pilots had to look over their shoulders back at the ground like they were backing into a parking spot as they lowered the fighter down onto its tail. And eventually, a low-power radar system was installed that would help the pilot gauge just how far they had to go before they reached the ground. But landing was still very tricky. It quickly became apparent that the Navy's plan to put these fighters on a wide variety of non-carrier ships just wasn't going to work, because only the best pilots of the force even had a chance at landing the plane. Up next is the XF-85. The McDonnell Aircraft Corporation's XF-85 Goblin was to be a fighter unlike any other. It was tiny, so small it was often referred to as a parasite fighter, and instead of taking off from runways, it was intended to be deployed from the inside of flying aircraft carriers. The single-seat fighter was 14 feet 10 inches long with a 21-foot wingspan that could fold up to fit into the B-36's bomb bay. The aircraft weighed in at under 4,000 pounds and was powered by a single Westinghouse XJ-34 WE-22 turbojet that produced a pretty respectable 3,000 pounds of thrust. The turbojet would push the XF-85 Goblin to a top speed of 650 miles per hour with an operational ceiling of 48,000 feet. To hold its own in a fight, the Parasite fighter was armed with 4 50-caliber MR Browning machine guns. Despite its small size and lightweight construction, the Goblin still had a fully functional ejection seat in case the aircraft was hit by enemy fire. But again, because flying aircraft carriers were done away with, so too were their Parasite fighter proposals. Next is the YRF-84F. The YRF-84F FICON was another parasite fighter intended to be carried by the B-36 bomber-based flying aircraft carrier. The idea was similar to that of the later proposed 747 AAC, carrying those fighters internally to extend their operational range and then deploying them via a lowering boom. But as we've discussed a few times now, the Air Force did away with the airborne aircraft carrier concept thanks to the advent of mid-air refueling, which dramatically increased the operational ranges of just about any tactical aircraft you can imagine. Up next is the XP-79. The XP-79 was a unique flying wing fighter developed to literally crash into encroaching enemy bombers, earning it nicknames like the Flying Ram and the Flying Chainsaw. It was a design conceived by Jack Northrop himself and was one of a number of platforms developed by Northrop to leverage that flying wing design. Now today, Northrop Grumman continues to advance flying wing designs, most notably with the B-2 Spirit and now the B-21 Raider. But the XP-79 was not meant to be stealth. It was much smaller than those stealthy successors would be, with a fuselage built only large enough for a single pilot to lay down in horizontally head first, marking this aircraft's first significant departure from common flying wings designs.
Yeah, they got that from the Germans.
Northrop and his team believed that
Yeah,
the
but
pilots
their
would be
shit
able
used
to
that
withstand
fuel
greater
that melted the
G-forces
people,
if they were
remember?
oriented in that laying position. And because the XP-79 was being designed to utilize jet propulsion, that shift seemed prudent to them. Northrop, in fact, had already used this cockpit layout in another experimental aircraft just a few years prior, the MX-334. The most unusual thing about the XP-79 wasn't its unique propulsion or even its unusual pilot layout. It was the way the aircraft was meant to engage enemy bombers. The name Flying Ram wasn't a bit of artistic license. This fighter's heavy-duty welded magnesium monocoque construction made it exceptionally strong, and that was by design. Northrop didn't intend the XP-79 to shoot down enemy bombers. He wanted it to fly right through them. Of course, that idea is crazy.
Oh, so it would cut through them
never
instead
went
of
into
smashing
production.
into them.
And now we've made it to level 1. The darkest and murkiest depths. And we'll start with the X-20
Is Dario down here?
Born out of Germany's World War II efforts to create a bomber that could attack New York and then continue on to the Pacific, Boeing's X-20 Dinosaur was to be a single-seat aircraft boosted into the sky atop American rockets. That's right, back in the 1950s, the Dinosaur would have been the world's first hypersonic bomber. It would soar into the sky in the blurred line between Earth's atmosphere and the vacuum of space, bouncing along the atmosphere before releasing its payload over Soviet targets below. The X-20 was a 1950s science fiction fever dream born of the nuclear age and the earliest days of the Cold War. And according to experts at the time, it very likely could have worked. By 1960, the spaceplane's overall design was largely settled, leveraging a delta shape and small winglets for control in place of a traditional tail. In order to manage the incredible heat of re-entry, the X-20 would leverage rare super alloys, graphite, and zirconia rods for heat shielding on the underside of the aircraft. Now, that same year, astronauts
just
were
being
chosen
able
to
to
fly
develop
this
that
new
shit is
space
what helped
bomber.
us now.
And
You know
among
that?
them was a then 30-year-old
Because these other countries,
test
they can't
pilot
do this
and
shit.
aeronautical engineer named Neil Armstrong, who would, of course, leave the program in 1962 for, NASA's greener pastures. Ultimately, the X-20 program was canceled in favor of other spacefaring enterprises, including the Gemini and ultimately the Apollo program that would take Neil Armstrong to the moon. And next up, we have what could have been the first stealth aircraft in history, Boeing's Model 853-21 Quiet Bird. Now, the largely forgotten Quiet Bird is a prototype stealth aircraft that actually predates the F-117's Have Blue precursors' first flight by nearly a decade and a half. This effort began as a study into developing a low observable aircraft to serve as an observation plane for the U.S. Army. Throughout 1962 and 63, Boeing experimented with stealth aircraft design concepts for the Quiet Bird, incorporating different shapes and construction materials in an effort to reduce the jet's radar cross-section, or RCS, long before Dennis Overholser at Lockheed Skunk Works would develop the means to accurately calculate an RCS without having to actually stick an aircraft in front of the radar array. Although Boeing's tests did indeed prove promising, the US Army just didn't really appreciate the value a stealth aircraft could bring to the fight, and the program was ultimately put on the shelf. However, Boeing has credited lessons learned in the development of the Quiet Bird for some of the success they would later have with the AGM-86 air-launched cruise missile.
Oh, there
Next
you go.
up is the Flying SEAL Delivery Vehicle. A declassified Navy program from 2010 shows a concerted effort to field flying submarines, or SEAL delivery vehicles, SDVs, for
crazy
high-risk
shit, man.
special operations. The Navy's 2010 study mostly leveraged DARPA's outlined requirements or concept of operations for a submersible aircraft aimed at transporting special operators. The first was obvious, that the flying submarine would be deployed from existing Navy or auxiliary platforms. The vehicle had to be able to land and take off unassisted from the surface of the water with an in-flight range of 400 miles or more. It then needed to be able to transit at least 12 miles submerged and then loiter for up to 72 hours while hiding from detection. And maybe most important of all, it also had to be able to traverse those same 12 miles beneath the waves back and then another 400 miles back on its way to safety. Two designs were ultimately developed. Both designs leveraged multiple watertight compartments, with one keeping the two-person crew separate from a personnel compartment capable of carrying 6 special operators, and the other using 2 smaller personnel compartments that could each hold 3. In both designs, the wings would carry fuel in a membrane that would allow any unoccupied space in the wings to be flooded with seawater while submerged. Likewise, the personnel compartments were intended to be free flooding when the vehicle was underwater. Now, 2 turbofan motors would propel the vehicle while in flight and on the surface of the water, but would then be sealed using torpedo-style doors while submerged to protect the engines from seawater. Submerged propulsion would be managed by a drop-down azimuthing pod with
It's
an
just
electric
too
motor
crazy of an
capable
idea.
of maintaining a speed of just 6 knots.
Too many things that
Now,
could go
both
wrong.
variants of this flying submarine concept were to operate at depths of around 30 meters. That's almost 100 feet, and be able to take off and land
They
on
would have loved
specially
that toy,
designed
though, you know that?
inflatable floats. But as far as we know, this program never went beyond those initial design studies. Of course, that doesn't mean it wasn't built. It just means if it was, it remains classified. Next is the YF-118G bird of prey. Throughout the 1990s, a team
Yeah,
of
I've
engineers from
seen
McDonnell
that at the
Douglas's
museum.
Phantom Works developed and tested a unique stealth aircraft shrouded in the secrecy of Area 51, known to most as the
Aliens.
bird of prey. Now, unlike most stealth programs, the bird of prey, developed under the alias YF-118G, was not
Use the
aiming for
PlayStation
operations
game
service,
pad.
but elements
That's what
of
it
the
looks like.
design and manufacturing process are still working their way into Uncle Sam's hangars to this very day. And in fact, it may have even informed Boeing's F-47 proposal. Maybe the most lasting contribution to this incredible and exotic airframe made to the American defense apparatus was in its audacity and subsequent success. While most stealth aircraft are known for their high cost, the bird of prey went from a pad of paper to the skies over Area 51 for less than the cost of a single F-35.
Wow.
The entire program cost just $67 million
That thing is tiny
from
as hell,
start
too,
to finish.
man.
Powered by a single
I mean,
Pratt & Whitney JT-15D
about the size of a
5C
Volkswagen
turbofan,
Bug.
which produced only around 3,190 pounds of thrust, the bird of prey
Tiny.
was not a fighter, but it did prove that Boeing had the chops to produce stealth aircraft while advancing technologies tied to rapid prototyping and single-piece
So it's just
composite
an
material
experimental
construction.
platform then.
But ultimately,
just-
that's all the bird of prey did. That is, unless we find its DNA re-emerging in Boeing's new F-47. And then we have the Kingfish. When Lockheed's U-2 spy plane entered service, Soviet air defenses were already capable of tracking the high-flying platform, and American officials knew it was only a matter of time before tracking turned to targeting. So the CIA tasked both Convair and Lockheed with developing a new reconnaissance aircraft that could fly at even higher altitudes and significantly faster speeds, also boasting a reduced radar cross-section.
Enter the
And
SR-71.
while Lockheed would ultimately meet these requirements with its SR-71,
71.
Convair's Kingfish was its primary competitor. The Kingfish leveraged a delta wing design with two J-58 Pratt & Whitney engines, the same that would power the SR-71, tucked deep into its fuselage. Ultimately, Lockheed's proposal won out owing to a number of factors, but maybe most prominently, Lockheed and Kelly Johnson's past success with high-flying experimental aircraft. And thus ends the aircraft America could have bought iceberg. I'm Alex Hollings. Make sure to swing by sandboxnews.com today.
What do you think about Trump today on Veterans Day letting that fucking Al-Qaeda Syrian president come in the White House?
I don't know what's going on anymore. You know,
Trump's turning out to be a piece of shit. You know that?
I don't know what he's doing. I just can't figure it out.
Well, he fucks us. He's fucked. You know that? He thinks he's going to get away with this shit, gaslighting us all and then pulling the rug on us. It's a rug pull. You know that?
Yeah. Why would you bring that to the fucking White House? I don't understand anymore.
He's going after that one blonde-haired bitch. What's her name? MTJ or whatever her name is.
Oh yeah, I saw he was upset with her.
Because she's on our side. Fuck these Jews. I'm sick of this bullshit. You know
well,
that?
We gotta watch out because people could attack us from outside of America and all this and
get fucked. We're done with their bullshit, gaslighting horse shit.
If I was a reporter, I would have said, yeah, that's why we say American first. We're not worried about Israel and all this.
We're not Israel first. Fuck that. I'm sick of this shit. Yep. And you know what? They got this thing. It's called the no-hide laws. Have you ever heard of the 9 no-hide laws?
No.
Well, in it says that if you worship Jesus, you can be beheaded. And guess what? Congress accepted this shit. It's not law of the land, but Congress fucking has it. So sooner or later, they can make it our laws. Do you know that? Fuck this shit. I'm done. So is everybody else with any common sense. You know that?
Like I said, man.
It's fucking sickening.
If you don't have land, you better get some because that's going to be the only way to.
Oh, they're going to fuck us, man. It went from, hey, we got this new technology and it's going to take everybody's jobs. Just like this fucking self-driving shit. They should have fucking said, hey, fuck you. The drivers, you know how many drivers there are in America? It's like one of the largest fucking industries in America is moving shit around. You know that?
Yeah.
And they're going to take all these fucking people's jobs. They should have said, hey, fuck you. Put that shit on the shelf.
But hey, we're going to get $2,000.
Wow. Fuck you and that $2,000, you asshole. I'm so sick of his bullshit. Who the fuck does he think he is? He told us America first. This ain't got nothing to do with America first. You know that?
You know what's going to happen? This is what happened the last time when I think he did this the first term where he gave us money, didn't he?
Yeah.
And then
Biden gave it.
Yeah, and then the inflation went up afterwards. What is this?
Yeah, but they're all Indian.
Yeah, but they're all Indian. All right. Yeah, I was going to show this before.
Oh, that's Diwali. And they're freaking out about this, too. Did you hear about this poor guy?
Yeah, it's that loser that keeps going around fucking with people, this little Epstein.
So much shit. That's me at a poop-throwing festival in India where the villagers spend 6 months collecting cow poop.
You know that, right?
At the end of Diwali by throwing it at each other and rubbing it on their skin.
Fuck them, man. Next time somebody says Happy Diwali Day, I'm going to throw cow shit at them. You know that? Fucking sick of this shit.
I'm the one who shits.
I would not have done that. Would have you?
You couldn't pay me to go to India to begin with.
Well, I I grew up with girls from India, and they
this
told
is
me
the
what a
story of
shithole
how
it was.
after
They had to go
immersing
back there every
myself
year, and they
into this
hated it.
unusual tradition, I was doxxed, harassed, and threatened by tens of thousands of Indians who weren't happy with me filming this village.
These motherfuckers are getting to be pretty uppity too, you know that?
Swami is born from this cow dung, so we are celebrating this.
It all started when I flew over 10,000 miles to South India, linked up with my translator Vivek, and began our trek into the remote village of Gumatapura. Did this village still celebrate this strange tradition, or is it merely a legend of the past? After a couple-hour drive and immediately upon arrival, we were met with unmatched hospitality.
Oh, I forgot to put the banner.
Hey, it's the poop!
Okay, we made it to Gumatapura.
They collect poop for 6 months for this. Can you believe that?
My friend, you're too nice to me. President, member. President.
President.
Okay.
Every home have some
Forgot about
candles.
the banner.
Yeah, and they have collected the dung of it.
And this local was kind enough to bring me inside his home and show me something very important he'd been stockpiling. Oh, right here. Okay, it doesn't smell that bad at all. And how long did it take to collect all this poop?
More than 5 months, 6 months.
5 or 6 months. All of this.
Yeah.
6 months worth of poop.
Man, that's your
halfway
fucking
into the year,
job.
You need to begin the collection.
This is for
Ugh.
It's April, time for me to start collecting the poop. Then look at this shit.
Right there.
He just grabs it with his bare
It's
hands.
fresh, yeah. Watch what he says here.
But our
That's pretty intense, yeah.
scientific taste for is not for you just eating for little bit daily.
Eat it. Eat a little bit.
A little bit daily won't hurt you, but scientific.
Not coming for cancer.
Okay, so scientifically
It cures
proven that if you eat a
cancer,
little bit,
Hargrave.
It cures cancer.
Eating
How much
shit
do you eat
cures
daily? Can you show me?
cancer.
Yeah, a little bit,
Like,
not a lot, just a little
small, You
bit.
don't have to do it. I just want to see how much. Just a small amount.
Small.
Just a little
Anything.
bit.
Ugh. Ah!
Hey, fuck
How does it taste?
That taste.
Ugh.
We are playing our bodies, any other stitching or anything, it's not came.
Okay. So scientifically,
You can take and check it in your lab.
yeah.
That's it came. Because of your
Yes.
our daily we can take in
Oh,
the,
I just threw up. Hey, Oz.
It smell is come.
Yeah.
Any other kitchen or anything is not come.
Okay. Okay. So this
Keep
helps
it out
the
of your
immune
kitchen.
system. And do the kids eat it as well?
This helps
Just
the
all-
immune
No, just the
system.
men.
We
Oh,
don't
God.
have daily high eating.
Okay, you don't do that.
But scientifically it's come.
Okay, scientifically it's good for you.
Any cancer or anything,
Okay,
it's come.
decreases risk of cancer.
Very less.
Okay, much less.
Less.
Understood.
That
This
little
is a
girl's
very
eating right
rare
there.
and
Did you see
exclusive
that?
event, only celebrated here.
I don't know if I'm
Celebrated
going to
this
make
village
it
in
through
whole of
this.
India.
Can you explain where we're at? This is a very large nation, 1.45 billion people.
We are in the southwestern part of India,
Okay.
in the state of Karnataka,
Okay.
a small village called Gometapura.
Extremely welcoming people.
Extremely
We
welcoming.
came here, no announcement. They welcome us like we're family.
Family, yes.
So I gotta say, thank you very much.
When you throw poop at each other, I mean, it's got to be hard to get new friends, you know?
These cows tomorrow will be an essential part of the celebration. Holy, godlike figures, right?
Yes, that is why they are in a hurry today.
Why are they in a hurry?
They are in rush. They are going to.
Yeah, they want to get away
They have
from
lots
this
of work
shit.
to do.
Yeah, they have lots of work to do.
Their butts are tired from
I'm here
pooping.
for Gorehaba. Yes, I came from Texas to see Gorehaba. Oh, welcome. Gorehaba, yes. Why did they start doing it?
They actually found in this place. There was a lot of cow dung here, and one day suddenly they found an idol of a lord here.
In the poop.
In the cow dung. So the Bireshwara is the name of the temple, and it is believed whosoever will play that festival, any problem, skin disease, they will be getting cured. Yeah.
Amazing.
Do you hear
They
that?
believe their god also originated.
So somebody
from the cow
drunk
dung.
threw a
So the
statue
cow
in a
dung
pile of
is
shit.
It's like a blessing. That is why
This
they
is
believe.
what all our cities
Using
will
Yeah,
be.
he's right.
Unlimited
It
immigration.
heals, gives them prosperity and blessings. They believe if you participate in the festival, if you have any wish, and if you're not granting a child, so the Lord will fulfill your wishes.
And is it just for a good time too?
Well, good time is part of every festival.
Happy Gorehaba! Let's go. All right, now the village leader is going to show me the biggest pile of dung in the village. After the locals confirmed I could
monkey
participate
brain.
in the festival tomorrow, I wanted to see the sheer scope of how much cow poop was collected for the festival. I began to see piles upon piles of cow poop
Everywhere.
in the village. Cow dung. Oh my God. Good God. Look at that pile. It's huge. It's huge. Wow. Wow, that is a large stockpile of cow dung. I'm getting giddy just thinking about it. I'm getting a little bit too excited, if you know what I mean. Tomorrow we will throw it at each other. It'll cure sicknesses, perform miracles,
Yeah, and
fulfill
give you
dreams,
fucking
anything
mentor
and
and
everything. This is
flesh-eating
miraculous.
crap.
Our other guy said he has his own stockpile. Everyone has their own stockpile. How long did it, how long
Hey,
did
Big
it take?
Steve.
4 months. 5 months.
4 months for my pile.
15,000.
15 cows I own.
The pile's gonna be huge tomorrow. Tomorrow, I suspect it's gonna be 20 feet in the air.
The fuck are they feeding these
Happy Diwali.
cows?
Truly,
Tim
everyone
says the
smiling
village
here.
is a
And,
shit.
the village
Yeah, it
leader is
is.
taking me somewhere. He has a vision. And you might be wondering, after the villagers
Look
cover
at
the
that
bodies
shit!
in cow poop, how
Oh
exactly
my
do they clean
God!
themselves afterwards? Behind me is the lake where they're gonna bathe themselves in after the event. It looks maybe not like the cleanest place to take a bath afterwards.
After they'll go home and they'll take a clean bath also from their own water also. But first it's a ritual.
This is going to be
It's a
amazing.
ritual.
We've never celebrated Goraba before.
No, this
Go in a
is
pond
the
covered
only
with poop.
place in whole of India where they celebrate it.
So disclaimer, not all of India celebrates this event.
Of course, yes. No.
And we need to let that be known.
Sure.
But this village does.
This village does, because this village is named Gomatipura, which is village of cows, village for cows.
But
Kill
it's
it, John,
important
the
to
poop.
acknowledge that cow dung is considered holy in Hinduism
says
and
nuke
believed
it.
to have purifying and sanctifying properties. Many people smear it inside their homes to
Oh,
purify
no,
space.
no,
It's
no,
believed that the
no,
goddess
no.
Lakshmi herself
No.
resides within it.
In
Do you want
your
to say
house?
something
See that?
about
Yeah, bro, this is like a festival we are celebrating around 300 years back. Like
I can't believe that they were
our
doing
god,
that. They were wiping
Vireshwara
cow
Swami,
shit
is
inside their
born
house
from
on the
this
walls.
So we are celebrating this.
Okay, are you nervous?
We got brown walls
You're
here.
excited.
Yeah, I'm excited. This is not first time for me. I'm playing for 16 years.
Okay. And have you witnessed any healing miracles? Have you seen anyone be healed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Miracles.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Happy Goraba! He's showing me
The
the
caste
largest
system
pile
was
in the village
right
right now.
crazy.
It's very nice, man. Very funny. Hello. Happy Diwali. Thank you,
Happy
my friend.
Diwali!
Thank you. Everyone here is extremely nice. I would recommend to come down here. The nicest village I've been to.
Yeah, they're gonna be
maybe.
nice shit
It's
till they
insane. The
hit you with a
world is
pile of
huge
poop.
And wildly different.
Yeah, and
from
cow
what-
urine too. Don't forget that they drink it,
Culturally
Hargrave.
homogenized, globalized
They-
planet we live
they
in.
drink
It's
Yeah,
cow
they
urine
fucking drink
that we're all
it.
the same, but truly, there are some fascinating cultural differences, some ancient traditions like this that are breathtaking. Truly, everyone is smiling. Oh, there it is. There's even more. It keeps coming. More cow dung right here for Goraba. Are you excited for Goraba?
Yes.
Look at all this, the sheer quantity of cow dung. And there's even more, truly huge. This is a massive pile. Everyone has their own stockpile. Okay, we have cow. We have this man who's just leading me somewhere. Even more cow dung, it just keeps coming. Simon, how will they move all the poop? Well, tractor. They will use tractors to move all of this poop to the city center. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. The logistics to move
They're gonna have a
all this
parade,
cow
Hargrave.
poop. They've taken several months to collect it all. Look at all this. Look at all of this. My God. That is cow shit right behind me. That is cow shit. Slippery? Okay. And my shoe right now is
Eat
covered
shit
in
and drink
cow
piss.
shit.
Not all cultures
Cow
are
poop
equal.
explosion. Cow poop bomb.
Oh my
They
God!
are breathtaking. Okay, that will be used tomorrow to transport the cow dung to the massive city center pile. Fireworks you keep hearing are celebrating Diwali. We have even more cow poop. It just keeps coming. Wow. Can I smell
I
it?
made this myself.
You thought that pile
Carrying
over there was
shit
big?
on her head.
You haven't seen a
Oh,
fraction of what
she's
you'll
a
see
real
tomorrow.
shitty date.
After seeing the sheer scale of poop gathered for the festival, the next day, it was time to celebrate. I might need to throw on a hazmat.
Oh
jacket.
yeah, I was thinking that too, Hell, dear. Imagine the smell of that
The
place.
traveling villagers here to
I
celebrate.
can't even. I'm struggling
there's
to watch
complete chaos
this.
happening right now. Just look.
You're too
All
weak.
sorts of people coming in right now.
I just.
Happy Diwali, Happy Goraba. What is this right here? Is this cow dung?
No, this is just the fire.
It smells very good.
Yeah.
It's a fire
Hello.
cow sheet.
Before
Don't
our
step on it.
poop-throwing war could begin, there were
What
several other
the-
traditions involving the use of cow poop leading up to it. Very beautiful. Happy Diwali. Wow, wow, wow. And holy shit. Literally.
What the fuck?
And as the festivities began,
Poop drums? Did you
villagers
see
were
that?
scrounging up any remaining cow poop they could spare in time for our legendary poop throwing war. So
Oh,
piece by piece,
God.
he's adding to the pile. Before you know it, it'll be a large pile. They'll get a tractor, put it in the tractor, and then the villagers are collecting piece by piece, poop by poop, more poop over there. Really poop everywhere. Every piece of poop counts. Don't forget.
Oh,
that right there is
God.
freshly shot. This will be extremely valuable ammunition in the poop war, and I'm excited to see it fly. I've really waited about 12 months for this day. I bought the flights 10 months ago. We're just gonna have a good time. We're just gonna have a good time. Keep in mind, women cannot throw the poop. They cannot participate. Probably a great moment.
Oh, so much for equal rights.
Female rights in this
Yeah, who
instance
wants to kiss a
benefit them
poopy
and their
woman?
cleanliness. Okay, all along the streets there is poop. This is a shit show of magnitudes never
A shit
before seen.
show.
A fecal fiasco of a scale never precedented. These cows are used as artillery machines. Imagine the factories in World War II. Okay, this cow's getting a little ballsy on me, scaring me a little bit. The young men, I think, are excited. Piece by piece.
God, their cows look like
continues to
they're
be produced.
starving.
I mean, the production rate out here is astonishing. Oh, she has more dung. And keep in mind, she will not be throwing the poop, but it'll be essential. We're witnessing the poop supply chain, if you will. And we have all of these.
Oh, you know
items to
human
collect
shit's
all the
mixed
poop.
up in that too,
I'm getting
Hargrave.
a little bit nervous now. The more cows I see, the more poop I smell. I'm like, how big can this event be? I think it's going to be bigger than I ever imagined.
And as the tractors came in, preparing to haul the poop ammunition into the town center, you might be wondering if everyone here is excited to cover themselves in cow poop and if they believe it actually has healing properties. But real quick, before we go back to India, in this era of media corruption and bias, it's tough to know what's fake news and what's real news. But luck
From this cow dung,
Yep.
one of the elders of the village, he came in the dream and told him, you celebrate this every year, I'll keep this village and you people blessed and happy. And they believe that after doing that...
Alphonse says,
it
think of
helps
all the
your
damage to
skin.
the planet and
Has he seen that in
climate.
the
How
past? Has he
dare
seen
they?
people and their skin be healed?
In the whole village,
Yep.
because they play the festival every year, so nobody gets any skin disease, any skin problem.
I see. And does it work?
It's working already because nobody gets any skin disease.
Does anyone get sick from the poop when it gets in their eyes or their mouth or their nose?
No.
Okay. Does
No
the
pink
village
eye? Come
clean it up
on.
before?
Yeah, this
Prevention?
is.
No.
Just the guy met.
Just,
Okay, nobody. Okay.
just one person is exception.
Just one person, okay. I meant the only guy who eats cow poop, apparently.
And no one in surrounding area in the villages, no one has a skin disease.
I see, very nice.
He
Smooth skin.
ate cow
Why
poop.
can't the women play with the poop?
Well, that
And
one
no
guy
has
just
to
said
do
that they
worshipping,
don't, but
do
you've
everything
seen the
else.
one dude eat it.
Because of the dream appeared to one of the men, he said, you men come
Trash
and celebrate.
everywhere.
You'll be
Yeah,
throwing the poop?
this,
Yes. And how many years have you
this is
celebrated?
literally hell.
Does it clear your skin? What does cow poop do to your body?
No, bro, we just throw it at that's all.
Just for fun.
It has been followed from many years.
I see. So does it heal you? He said, we just throw it at each other, bro. Ask a Muslim his opinion on Goraba.
He will also participate.
You will participate. Okay, Muslims participate.
As I told you, it's a cultural thing rather than a religious.
Cultural rather than religious. Okay, ask them if they've witnessed any healing miracles throughout this festival.
Celebration itself is a miracle, they say, because they don't get any skin disease. That means they're already getting blessings from God.
Amazing. Will it work in any other village or just this village? Because the prophecy, the dream happened here.
Only this, because the belief is for this village only.
Well, thank you so much.
Other villages can come and be part of it, but they're not allowed to celebrate it.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Because this
What?
is like big skincare industry would collapse overnight if we had this festival everywhere. So while the women do not participate, she has some of the dirty work to be done here and actually collecting piles of poop. Hi, happy Diwali. Ask her if can you ask her if she wants to celebrate? Does she have any desire to be in the poop? She said no. Good to meet you. Can I see his poop? Is that okay?
Yes.
Is it okay if I see your poop? Okay, let's go. So take a look at this. All sorts of poop, barefoot, walking through here. Wow. Okay, now I smell something for sure.
Hey, Scarlett.
Very good.
It's
Very good.
good.
And has he seen anyone get
Just
sick?
in time,
from poop in their
Scarlett.
eyes or mouth?
Scientific इससे मतलब low peak होता है.
He was saying scientific what?
Sir, scientific. This I am an environmental laboratory in Mysore. I am going to kill the bacteria. Scientific is ಗೊತ್ತದೆ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಇದು.
When you say it's so benefit for the earth as a manure, it's very beneficial. It is believed for your body also. He believes it's scientific.
And to my surprise, I went back to the temple as the festivities began. A mainstream news reporter was here.
Okay, France. Okay. You traveled all the way from France?
No, I'm fighting from Bangalore.
Bangalore, French news station. Yes. Okay, very nice. We have another photographer right here.
Keep in mind,
They're
mainstream news can upload coverage of cultural events like these.
ಸಗಣಿ ಹಬ್ಬನ ಯಾಕೆ ಆಚರಣೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಬೀರೇಶ್ವರ ಸ್ವಾಮಿಯವರು ಲಿಂಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಗಣಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಜನ್ಮ ತಾಳಿರ್ತಾರೆ.
And it's considered
He was
journalism.
born in cow
Seems like
shit?
when individuals like myself go, it's a racist attack on their culture. Sigh. In fact, 2 weeks ago, I uploaded this teaser clip of this poop throwing festival. It's evolved into tens of thousands of Indian nationalists trying to ruin my life.
Hey bro, I wanna fuck your sister, man. I wanna put my dick inside on your sister's pussy. You wanna suck my dick, you motherfucker?
What?
Son of bitch.
Of course, I've gone through
You
far too
dot
much
on the
to
head,
not upload this
retards.
video.
Tell me your full name. 1 minute. What do you do? How old are you? And where are you from?
My name is Tyler Oliveira. I'm 25 years old. I've traveled nearly 10,000 miles from Texas, USA. I thought it was a myth. I thought it was a legend. I thought it was fiction. And now here I am with everyone, ready to celebrate, ready to see the poop fly, the shit smear, and to celebrate an amazing holiday, hopefully. Thank you for having me, everyone. Holy shit. Let Goraba begin. Now they're bringing the poop our direction. Ready to be smeared in front of the children. Let the shit go begin!
Woo!
Yeah!
amazing event. I want to give a shout out to the village. You guys are amazingly hospitable, kind people. Happy Diwali. God bless you. God bless India. Let the shit show begin.
Let the shit show begin.
You must catch up with the poop. You gotta catch up with the poop. Okay. The cow poop has been released. More poop. Mayday, mayday. Oh, whew. This thing on this one's next level. This is gargantuan. This is more poop than we ever could have imagined. A full truckload of cow poop being unloaded right now. It's got a ton worth of poop.
But before the adult men battle it out in a pile of poop a size larger than your imagination is capable of conceiving, the kids first have a smaller scale battle of their own.
No, I don't know if we're gonna make it on.
Oh God! Watch out!
Battle's over. How many kids going to the playpen right here? Okay, they're getting mad at each other. It just never ends. This is phenomenal. Will you be playing? Oh, yeah. Okay, very good. Amazing. I gotta say it, this stuff's starting to get to me.
Fucking Scarlet.
I'm gonna get hit. I'm gonna walk out here and shit. Hey! Good people, all this parody, this parody. Oh, no! Oh! I've been covered! I've been hit! I've been hit!
As the kids marched to and from every house.
God, I'm gonna throw up.
Some were having fun, and some
Yeah, that's
were
why
not.
I got it sped up here. Right?
Oh, direct hit! Oh! He's good! Run! Run! Run!
Run!
Get him! Get him! Yeah, get him! More! Oh! Evacuate!
Oh, he's throwing up.
He got hit.
People live like this.
While the kids finished their poop war, the battle preparations for the grown men were nearly complete.
My God. Look at the sheer scope of poop right here. Look at how much shit there is. Oh my God, I'm slipping. Just look at how much there is. There's a lot of poop right here. My feet instantly sunk into it. Unbelievable quantities of shit right here. Truckloads of poop. Just dumped out into the main city street right now. Oh my goodness.
Why?
Shit. That one smells. Another truckload. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 truckloads of poop right here. May the shit be with you. Unbelievable. Just wiping it. Just wiping it. Powerful scent. We're gonna recharge and prepare for war.
With the poop unloaded, the march towards the battlefield had begun.
Oh my God!
They're ready to go?
It's an electronic musical festival with poop.
Right.
But first, these guys rolled in the grass.
Wow.
And then the men gave this donkey a bath in the water for some reason.
I did almost slip. Oh!
He kicked him!
Go back! Move back!
No, this poor donkey.
These people are nuts.
I wouldn't be opening your mouth like that, buddy.
Hey, it's too late. He's already got shit all over him. They get in that pond, hell dear, and wash off. Then they go home and watch, they said. Oh, God. Why would you willingly do that? That poor donkey.
And finally, the gladiators entered the poop coliseum.
USA, Texas.
Who's this guy?
I don't know. I owe him $50. Come get it, bitch.
Covered in poop by the end of this. My friend, I may be too. I'm nervous.
You're gonna give no one $50? Well, they'll never get their money.
Come get it, bitch.
My goodness. Unbelievable. Amigo Lama! Oh my God. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm covered in shit. I got hit.
And I swear, the moment I stepped in the pile of poop, it nearly swallowed me whole.
It sucks, man. Oh, it's disgusting. This is unbelievable.
While I was hesitant to get my hands dirty, I realized the throwing of this poop was far more violent and aggressive than I expected. This was war. While the men were throwing poop meteors, enough to concuss each other, I was naive to think I could be a war journalist without getting shot in the crossfire.
What the fuck? Pray for me.
Oh, that's Wire.
Who?
That's fucking Wire, friend of fucking Scarlett's.
India's Poop Dog Festival. The smell in here.
Says, tell Ashley I want my watermelons back. And don't make me put you to work
Please, spare me, God.
on your knees. What the fuck's that mean?
I don't know if he's talking to you or
You better not be talking to me, Wire. I don't give a fuck. You're the dumb cunt who gave her the money, you cuck.
I mean the streets and everything else. Yeah.
Who the fuck would give Ashley any money? Have we ever?
Oh, is that what's his name?
Yeah, Wire, the guy who gave her the money for the watermelons.
Oh, I thought it was the grand historian.
What if what the Indians
No,
online
that's
said about me
her
was true?
ex-boyfriend.
Was my immune system weak and was
Oh.
my mind even weaker? How could this be the thing that broke me? I had traveled over 10,000 miles for this day.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
I didn't know he gave her
Let's try again,
50
let's try
bucks, so I
Couldn't
thought he
let
only
India
gave her
down
like
as the
20
first
or something.
participant
That's
from America. I
crazy.
refuse to let the poop win.
The fuck? How much you think those watermelons cost in those rubber bands from the dollar store? Right?
I don't know what's going on anymore. Who's giving money to who or what? I don't know.
A fatality.
Don't. That's something you never do. Never ask for money or never give money on the internet. You know that?
And began pushing forward towards fecal nirvana.
Let's go for it.
Fecal nirvana.
Oh, God. You see that one dude just kept getting hit in the head? That shit would fuck up your neck.
It is. It's pretty fun. Pretty fun. I like it. Oh, thank you. This is complete warfare.
I just can't believe they're touching it with their bare hands.
Their hands, it's all over their whole fucking bodies.
Yeah, everywhere.
You gotta be getting in your mouth, too. I mean, fuck, come on.
Yeah, in your ears.
I can barely navigate it. Oh, I'm gonna hit. I'm gonna hit. This is festival from India. Poop. Yeah. India number one. Number one. Amazing. You literally need an escort out of here. Oh my God.
It's like swimming in it. You know what I mean?
Please help me out of this. Oh my God.
Ugh.
Oh, all right, I remember that part. That's when Courtney shut it down. If Courtney wouldn't have stopped her, she would have poured water on her tits. You know that?
I have no idea. I don't even know what you're talking about. What's?
It was Ashley. She got a watermelon. She's putting rubber bands around it.
So much shit. So much shit.
It was from Ant Stream. You weren't even watching, I don't think. Oh, right in the mouth! Oh, in his hair!
I had reached my limit.
It is subhuman. Yeah, this is.
Oh, this is so gross.
This is why India is a third world country.
That was the shittiest experience of my life. I don't even know what to say right now. I got my ass beaten there.
And just think, these people are building your
iPhone.
A mosh pit of poop. Oh my God. Yeah, drink this.
Of my life. It is kind of fun throwing at people straight in the head. Pretty satisfying. That was fun. That was fun. Would I recommend it? No. Am I happy to enjoy it? I guess. Do I ever come back to this again? No. Will I ever forget this? Absolutely not. Was everyone here extremely nice? Absolutely. Amazingly kind village. And I will definitely be doing blood work very soon.
Yeah, he got back and he had to do like 50 blood work tests.
No. If you enjoyed that, go support us at patreon.com/TylerOliveira. $5 a month, extended cuts, early access to video like these.
And the extended version of this documentary will be up in the next couple days.
Oh, I remember when he came on to 8 Mile.
Ugh.
That is nuts.
Thank God I'm not Indian, is all I have to say, man.
Like I said, I grew up next to girls from India, and they used to complain every year they had to go back there. And they told me it was a shithole. What about the Ganges River where they put the dead bodies and everybody poops in the water? You ever seen that?
No, I don't want to see that. I can't believe we survived.
And they got to drink that water too, the Ganges River. You heard that, haven't you?
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck me.
India's fucking crazy. And they're going to fill up our country with them now. They can fuck off too.
I saw, I was watching Wiggles earlier where he was showing Anna crying and all that.
What was Anna crying about?
I don't know. She tried to make some baking video or something.
And she can't bake?
I don't know. I didn't see it. And Ethan and them were calling her a whore or something for.
What?
Yeah, and then Vicky did a show, and Vicky's show was better, I have to say, because she was going on about how they really humiliated Anna and all this. They're all fighting each other, so hopefully it's going to end soon.
Yeah, it can't go on much longer.
I'm just waiting to do the 8-hour end of CG stream here.
Well, you know they're all striking each other too right now.
Oh, you know, I think it was Wiggles. Patrick said Risey got a strike.
Yeah, because I went on to Finn's earlier and told Risey, you can always come onto my shit whenever you want.
He got it. So he did get a strike.
A second strike.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Well,
he was going nuts.
I don't know who's doing that, and I'm not going to make accusations, but
well, they came on stream. Liam came on stream and denied that he struck anybody. The only person he said he struck was Matt Barr. He said he hasn't struck anybody else.
If Risey's thing goes down, you all know what that means, man.
He said it. He said he's killing everybody. He said, "You're all dead."
Well, I guess it's a good thing I don't stream that much.
Well, if Malin quit the Jack Show, what about Anner? Did she quit after they made her cry?
No, she. Well, I don't know. She was just crying about they called her a whore.
Why
that was her whole thing. Is they called me a
it was
whore.
their whore, so I don't understand what the fuck the big deal is.
Your guess is as good as mine. I'm just waiting for this to die so we can party here.
So now it's down to EBS and Shane.
I guess I don't know what's going on. All I know is she was crying, like literally crying about they called her a whore, and then
I want that clip.
And then
that'd be a good opening.
And she's baking a cake or some shit.
Jesus Christ! What, out of a box, right? Not like she made it, right?
You know what? Here, let me.
Can you pull it up? That'd be great.
Yeah, let me.
Because what kind of a retard can't make a cake box? You know what I mean? A box cake. It's like fucking those little Debbie ovens and shit. Remember them? Hey, Amit.
Let's see here.
Hargrave, do you like how my people clean themselves? Says Amit Rama.
Oh God.
Happy Diwali Day, Amit. Hey, Timmy.
All right, let me see if I could find where.
Anner baked the cake, Timmy, and then it broke her.
Yeah, let me find it here.
Oh, she's gonna be a trad wife? That's hilarious. And Peaches, her cousin, they're gonna settle down and homeschool their little infants with the hairy backs.
Trying to find where.
She probably already hid it. Put it behind a paywall. Oh, you're gonna get it from Wiggle though, aren't you?
No, I'm gonna pull up Vicky's here, but.
Oh.
Yeah.
I imagine Anner already hit it. Remember,
she said it was on Rumble, I think, is what she did it on.
Oh.
Let's see here.
That's what TJ was telling Risey earlier. Good luck on Rumble, bitch. I was like, damn.
Oh, nah. 2 years in a row?
Here we go.
2 years in a row?
There's people been raped less in prison in 2 years. Think
So
about that.
anyways, through the power of the internet, somewhere, somehow, he got the message and he moves. He blinked. That's what happened.
He did John
Okay,
a
here's the
solid.
banner. All right,
It was just horrible.
All right, here we go.
Vicky's been on fire
Hello,
lately.
Let's see if Rumble works. I'm going to start off by saying this is probably a really, really bad idea. And I don't know. I'm really upset.
Hey, it's the Marine Corps birthday. Woo!
Yeah, this is probably not a good idea to do a live stream, but from everything that I've seen going around and everything that's happened
What,
in
did
the past couple
Renee
days,
dump on these people and she's gone?
Who bakes a cake? I buy it from the store and freeze it. Hal Deer says, I think it was
so
supposed
I've been
to be
crying
a
pretty much
parody
the past
video.
24 hours.
Oh.
I cried after Jack show. I cried yesterday after all the news happens, and then I thought I was good. I thought I got it all out of my system.
Oh, so she's just crying
I was
anyways.
trying to catch up on what happened with Trashcast, and I got to a certain point, and I just had to stop it because I was like, oh my god, okay. Tell me how my supposed friends really feel about me. Apparently everything is my fault.
Yeah,
Like I
she's
said,
been
I don't
talking
think
politics
I probably
since
should
the
not
guy
be live
died,
streaming
yeah.
right now, but
Well, she
I don't
saw
know, I
an
feel like I should just
opening.
get this all off of my
And
chest.
what's her name crashed out, that one
and then I don't have to
bitch.
talk about it again.
That's always talking about the fags and shit. What's her
One
name?
Oh, the Lily or whatever?
No, the other one. The one with the dark hair that was on
I know
Quarter
that we're all just
Pounder
supposed to be
show.
internet people and keep everything
Oh,
together
Melanie,
and
whatever.
not
Yeah,
have feelings and not be
she's
real
done
people,
from
but
what I understand. Hey,
guys, I'm a real
Colonel.
person. And I guess I've made the mistake many times of assuming people that I know
Colonel's
online
not showing me it, though.
like are actually my
Why the
friends.
fuck? What did
I
they say?
messaged
They just
John,
said
and I
that she's
asked
just
him
a dumb
if he was
whore?
upset with me, and
No,
he said
just
it was all
watch.
in my head, and then he left the Jack show.
Because their art sucks. It always has, I thought.
And I'm like, all right, I guess it's not in my head.
Hammond says if this makes Anna join OnlyFans, then there's some good will come out of it.
Okay, I think after how many years, maybe, I don't know, getting blamed for it and then getting called a whore by my friends, or basically.
Yeah, Liam cried earlier too.
A parody video that neither of them really knew much about, even though I explained it in the video. Because of that, I'm basically a whore, and I'm going to be OnlyFans, and I'm the reason that the Jack Show broke up. I really appreciate hearing that from my friend.
Is that what they said?
Like,
I guess.
I mean, the whole thing with John. Yeah, I'm really upset about it. We've been friends for years. I mean, at least I thought so. Guys, a lot has happened. I just, like, not this time at Jack Show, but the time before, I got a warning, and then this past time I got a strike. So,
I played that exact same midget thing on my show, and I didn't get no strike. Do you know that?
Like, I don't know what happened. Cecil doesn't know what happened.
Yeah, Melanie Mack held here.
I don't think anyone knows except for John. And I don't know. Like I said, I feel like after the years of us streaming together, of us, I guess I thought that we were all friends, we could have gotten somewhat of an explanation. What a shit week.
What a shit week.
I guess I should just be like everyone else and just treat YouTube and the people that I meet on it like we're just coworkers and not care and just
there you go.
They're not really my friends. I guess that's what I should start doing. I guess I should just stop lying to myself that we're all friends and
bottle them tears and sell them.
I don't know. I didn't mean to hurt John's feelings. I didn't mean to ruin the Jack Show. If it's my fault, then I'm really, really sorry.
How did she ruin the Jack Show though? I don't get that.
My friends think it's my fault and that I'm some kind of
watching you read super chats broke me a long time ago. You know that?
Anna, dear, they were never your friends. I know. This is so crazy because back in 2020 during the Thought Wars, Malin said he was your friend.
Yeah, he did.
I know he did. I remember. He shit all over War Campaign to defend you, the young woman.
Just like Katie did.
Like they basically called her like a 20-year-old girl or something like that. Yeah.
She thought they were family.
And Shane was at your wedding, and you invited Ethan and probably John.
They didn't go to her wedding. She should have known then. You know that?
They were never really your friend. For all of them, this is just business. For Ethan, it's just scrambling for some sort of purchase and some way to see a path forward to gain subs. And you were a big sub gain back in the day, girl.
Oh, yeah.
They needed you.
Oh, yeah. They didn't have no girls.
Of the fandom menace subs that they ended up getting at the beginning, especially when Ethan was doing all the Star Wars content.
Yep.
Even though he didn't like Star Wars and pretended he did. I know, crazy, right? But no, people on the internet are not your friend. They are not your friends. And that goes for almost everybody. These people will all throw you over their shoulder faster than you can blink. Yeah. That's just the reality of it. Look all over the internet. Any group of people who were friends that, streamed together. And Anna went through the list. There were people, Jesse Milestone.
I remember her.
Apparently Jesse happened to her because of the video Ethan did about Jesse. Or EFAP Ethan did about Jesse. And then you had Drunk 3PO.
Yeah, remember Drunk 3PO?
And I know that's fucking wrong. Drunk 3PO. He was at her wedding. And then there was...
He was one of the only ones who went to her wedding.
He was supposed to be in her wedding. And her fiance or boyfriend or whatever texted Anna the day before to let her know she wouldn't be there. So yes,
the day
people
before
are not your friends. Especially, girl, have you not been paying attention to Ethan? You've been sitting there on some of these streams. You were there through the Dungeoneer shit. You were there as he revealed text message and DM over DM, and you were cool with that. And those people were people that Ethan called friend. And you thought you were more special? Hello, Amit. You thought you were more special than everybody else. You're not. Because Ethan had to choose between you and John Malin. And he picked John Malin.
No, I said,
because he can
you'll
still
see my
use
comment
John
pop
Malin.
up. I said Finn will be her friend.
He made a calculation.
Damn it, Mrs. Jesse.
And it's probably a calculation
flipping her
Shane
hair.
picked up on. Shane knows Ethan too. Shane's on tenterhooks, just waiting for the
Don't
day
shoot my
when he's up on
boyfriend.
the
He
chopping
is a
block
person
too.
of color.
And it's gonna be
Oh,
Ethan
so
and
it's
John
Malin
riding
and
off into
EBS
the
and
fucking
Shane.
Commons Gate sunset together, holding hands, and it's gonna be beautiful. Yeah.
They're gonna turn on Shane.
And then we get the final bit of this little passion play here, which is going to be Ethan watching Anna, and
Oh, Anna. Oh. Oh my goodness.
What a
okay,
fat
so
dick.
Ethan apparently only watched like 10 minutes of this stream, but what he was watching was at the end. And I don't know if he caught the bits, probably caught the bits where she was talking about all these other people that were no longer her friends that had been, and thought he could jump in and, you know, give his, let's have sympathy for Anna, see what we can, you know, see what we can salvage here.
Yeah, crying women. I'm sorry, it gets to me.
He even went off camera because she was crying, because crying women, it's just so hard.
I know you guys tell me to toughen up, but I can't listen to women cry.
I don't know, guys.
Waylon.
He has such a hard time. He's having such an emotionally
Malin,
difficult
for somebody
time
being
right
in the
now
military, he's
that
one of the
busy
biggest
typing on
bitches
his
I ever
keyboard.
met. You know that?
Don't cry. I've been crying pretty much the past 24 hours.
Oh my
I
god.
cried after Jack show. I cried yesterday after all the news happens, and then I thought I was good. I thought I got it all out of my system.
Oh, Anna.
And then I was trying to catch up on what happened with Trashcast, and I got to a certain point, and I just had to stop it because I was like, "Oh my god, okay, tell me how my supposed friends really feel about me."
Anna
Apparently
will be
everything-
the
Yeah, they're
new
gonna do her just like they
Renee.
did Renee. Ready?
Like I said, I don't think I probably should not be live streaming right now, but I don't know. I feel like I should just get this all off of my chest. And then I don't.
So it went from baking a cake to fucking
Yeah,
spilling her
she
guts.
was upset about her cupcakes video that we watched.
Ethan seems to think, well, two things.
Well, that's crazy.
One, he's going to show her a bit from the stream of the cupcake video.
Oh, you know,
or no,
Mid-
actually, I think he
Mid
goes back a
Salad
bit
left
to
what's his
Insta
face, I
to
heard.
play it
Riley?
instead of playing
Yeah.
what he
Really?
said
I've seen her in
that
some
upset her.
chats.
So now he's going to convince all of these people that she was just
I don't know,
upset
that's what I saw in
that
the-
they
the
were
church guys.
criticizing cupcakes instead of Anna rightfully being upset about the way they were talking about her.
You guys think John would laugh about this? John would probably laugh at this.
Sorry.
Oh,
Trying to get
maybe
myself
he would.
together. It's
Come to
just been
think of
really,
it, yeah, he would.
really emotional past 24 hours, and
There's regular Anna and then watch.
Nara Smith for this video. So here's
Oh, all right, there she is, like in her dress. So, I looked at this and I didn't know it was a parody, but I was like, yeah, like we're one step closer to Anna making content where she's naked. That's been my joke all along. It's like Anna needs to get naked, she's going to, and the baby is going to help that along because women are like proud of their bodies, like after they lose the weight from a kid, like that's just inevitable.
What a sick fat fuck.
I don't think
You know that?
they were a whore. Maybe Shane did. I bet Shane did. Call
Yep.
Yes. Women start doing nudes after they have babies because they're proud of their bodies.
What a dumb fuck. He don't know
What
women.
fucking dumbass shit is that?
What fucking
What kind of
retarded shit.
dumbass fucking shit
Well,
is
you
that?
see, she'll highlight my
Women
what
are,
I said.
are far less likely to go around in skimpy clothes and bikinis that cut up their ass and get naked on fucking OnlyFans after they've had a baby. Because a lot of women end up not really happy with their bodies after.
Hargrave, would you eat out mint salads? Fuck no.
No, I met her. I had the chance.
And
She
somebody,
was
and
really-
I missed it because the chat's going by really
Pause.
fast. Someone
Pause.
asked why Anna was struck.
What
Anna was
would you
struck, the
give
fact she
her
was
on a
struck,
number?
Because
A 2? A 2? Or is she approaching negative numbers? That's what I want to know.
I'll be fair and say a 1 at best.
See, I knew
I'll
that.
be fair.
She smells, doesn't she?
I don't remember her smelling or anything. I just remember she looked like an idiot.
She is a fucking idiot.
Like-
She's retarded, homie.
Well, she had like black overalls and like fluorescent pink shorts over them, and it looked like a
Who
diaper.
wears a fucking shirt over overalls? That's retarded.
I don't know. It's, and then she's rubbing my arm, and I'm not even saying much, and I'm just listening to Riley scream, and then I'm like, okay, I'm out of here, man. This is how was it? For
You couldn't
me?
even do it just to fuck with Riley. That was that bad, huh?
No, I was trying to do it while I was there, but he was too busy screaming about Eric. You know, that was the funny part. Is the people in the bar were just
Who the fuck
ignoring
is this
him.
retard? They were thinking.
Yeah, it's just we're not gonna take Eric July. He's gonna give me my apology. We're not gonna take this. I'm like, okay, whatever. You know, she's just like comes up to me and she's like, "Oh, hi," and I'm like, "Oh, you're mint and all this."
Did you tell her you were?
She just starts. No,
Fuck no.
No. Tried to buy me a drink, started caressing my arm, and I'm like, "Okay, time to go." What's that?
They played some videos of midgets in lingerie, and
I
Cecil
played
said
that
some
shit.
inappropriate things.
Supposed to be a parody, and for that,
Oh, I
some
did say her
friends didn't
cupcakes
listen to the
didn't look
beginning of
great.
the video, and they don't know who Nara Smith is, even though she's extremely famous. I mean, look, like at 4.8 million followers.
Oh.
Because of that, I'm basically a whore, and I'm going to be OnlyFans, and I'm the reason
Oh,
that
there
the
you
Jack show
go.
broke up. I really
Okay. I've met her 3 times now, and the problem isn't her weight or being naked. The problem is she wears 20 pounds of makeup. She could be possibly hot, but you can't tell with all the wax, and that's the truth. Like, I mean,
hearing that from my friend.
I don't
And then-
understand
Like,
why
don't
she
go over.
wears
I'm
so
really
much
upset about it.
makeup.
Because she's
Well,
insecure.
I mean, at least I thought so.
We were
She's
joking with
insecure,
you.
Hargrave. You can tell that by this bullshit
No,
she's doing right
don't
now.
you
They called
dare
me, first of all,
say
the word
that.
whore is funny.
I've
I
got
find that-
standards,
Like, whore is
Oz.
funny. The way N-word is funny. But nobody called her that.
She
We
got
never,
you drunk,
ever,
Hargrave.
ever,
You
like,
just said
denigrate
that.
Anna.
She bought you a
Wouldn't do that.
drink.
I'm not-
No, she tried to buy me a drink, but I
He wouldn't
left.
denigrate Anna.
Seriously, I mean, I do. Prabhakulati says, can we please look at Rippaverse numbers? Sure, let's take a pause and go over and look at Rippaverse numbers. So the Great War of Separation is, look at this. This was 15% off. Now, if you give Eric July...
Yeah. He literally stops watching the video of his friend being upset.
Crying.
And laughing at it, by the way, gaslighting his audience about what he had done that led to this, just to take a break to, quote, mock Eric July's sale numbers.
Did you see what Alphonse said?
Very thoughtful, very caring. Just the
Hargrave
kind
talking
of friend
about
a
Mint,
girl
Vicky, or
needs,
Anna.
right? Man, what a fucking asshole. I didn't denigrate Anna. No, not at all. Not at all, dude. You were practically licking your lips. Like, if you had
he
been
literally
off
just said she
camera,
needs to
there's a
get
good
naked.
chance you would have been whacking off.
Oh, God.
A little blow, and you could have pulled a complete Ricada and just done it underneath your desk. Like, that was the look on your fucking face. When Shane mentioned Anna's titties and icing, oh man, you practically creamed your pants right there. The look on your fucking face. Fuck you. Didn't denigrate Anna.
Fuck.
Ugh. Yeah. Totally freaking slimy. It was completely and totally slimy, Angela Curry. I fully agree with you. I don't know if it's just I see a lot of the guys in the chat seeing how gross it was and understanding, and I hope it's just not like because I'm a girl or like because I'm a really old bitch that I see it this way. But it's my opinion, and it doesn't matter if you agree with me or not. But it when I saw that live stream, I couldn't believe the way that Shane and Ethan were responding and talking about her. And the fact that it came right after the Jack show debacle, it wouldn't have happened the week before. The video went up was up for Halloween. They didn't bring up the video until after the Jack show shit happened. And there's a reason for that. There's a reason. So, enough of Anna and John Malin being a cry bully and destroying the second biggest show in Comicsgate all by his lonesome. We're going to talk a little bit about Ethan Ralph, the Sector, Nick Ricada, and Mersh.
No, I don't give a fuck about that.
I don't even know who the fuck they were.
All right, everybody, that's the show for tonight. Shep will be live tomorrow. We'll be on his show with Hidden Reality.
It'll be a good one. I got
yeah.
some madness planned.
Be sure to you got a link or anything here? I mean, I guess I'll put it on mine before, but I'll post it on my Twitter shortly before he goes, and then he'll be putting it in Tim's thing and stuff. So we'll have the link for it then.
Yeah, I drop in all the groups, and then Jack usually does it too.
I don't know if I'm gonna be streaming a whole bunch, like I said. Now with all this strike shit going on now, and then Ryzen getting hit. I don't know, man. I'm gonna stream sparingly. That's the best way to put it, because I'm on. The good thing about this is I just made peace with Risey here, so I don't have to worry about him striking me. So I'll be out of this shit. What is
Hargrave,
this?
you should tell Liam to get life insurance policy and start 401k. I'm trying not to tell him anything if you want to know the truth.
Yeah, I'm not going to tell him anything. I don't have any problem with Liam, but like I lost a lot of respect when he apologized to Katie after she totally shit on him. And then the other day in the church, she's going, "Oh, I just want Liam to avoid the haters." And I'm like, "Oh, really? Weren't you the one drama farming him?" I fucking hate that bitch.
She thinks you guys are all idiots. That's the whole thing. You know that?
No, she's the fucking idiot. She don't even know who fucking Jack Kirby is, the goddamn poser.
How the fuck can you come in this environment and not know anything about comics? That blows my mind. And then they got that one guy, One Gun, whatever the fuck his name is. He's on TJ's earlier trying to talk up Cynic. Like, he knows his comics. And I'm thinking, who gives a fuck? They're just saying that we want this place to grow. They don't realize that it's dead. You're in a dead fucking... You're at our funeral and you're telling us how we should act and grow this.
Yeah,
you're the most retarded bunch of fucks I've ever met.
This is like going to Universal Studios, and when the
Look what I said. Holy shit.
What?
Good idea, Hargrave. Stay away from drama streams and just show Russian AI Sasquatch videos. That blew up in your face.
Oh yeah, it's fucking son of a bitch.
That guy switched from Sasquatch to Native Americans, and then he dipped after he changed his name.
Vladimir Veremchuk,
Vladimir, fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I thought it was because Russia had AI laws, but no, it's because fucking YouTube's going to fuck us with AI. That's their whole plan. You know that?
Well. Anyways, thanks for coming, everybody. I'll see you when I see you.